Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening. Here where I am, it's 7 a.m. I know that in Asia it's midnight or almost or around midnight, and in Europe it's afternoon. It's around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. depending the place. So it's very nice to have these different time zones in the same Zoom. So that's the way we could make it if I would wake up early at 7, well, at 6 to be able to find you. Otherwise, I miss you if I wake up later. But it's fine. I'm doing great and very excited to be here with you guys. And we created this free Zoom to talk about the body wisdom. It's a workshop, sorry, a workshop, not a session that I'm going to do tomorrow. But it's getting also this energy of workshop because I show also some tools that we can practice there during the session and that you can take for after the session. Some of you joined the last session that was about unlocking the your life projects, and it was very cool. We had a lot of fun and a lot of potency. We did also some exercise, and also I work on you on your energy. Let's say my work consists in playing with energy, in altering the energy of your body, of the body of the people, of my body, and also with that create a change in the reality. So I can do that. I can do that work without talking. I can do that work without explaining anything or without giving you any tool. But I'm finding interesting to give you that. Like I can work on you, and I give you some tools also for for increasing your connection with your body in that case. Or in the last session, we did some tools to also get more the energy of creator that you are, since it was about creating or unlocking your life projects. Okay. So that's a bit of what is going to be the session tomorrow. It's going to be at the same time as we started this Zoom. So same time for every of you, 7 a.m. here, 4 p.m. Europe, 11 p.m. Taiwan. It's going to be around 1 hour and a half. And again, it's going to have a part of some practice, some exercise that we will do together. And then the second part, I will just work on you. Okay. Is there any question, guys, that you would like to ask? I know many of you already been in some session. I did also some free sessions before. So some of you experienced already, but you can ask any question. And if not, I will explain more things. But I like your questions. So, okay, let's talk a bit about the topic. So when I say body wisdom, I talk about the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, the consciousness that is in the body. Okay. Let's say everything that we see in, let's say, in a physical reality, it has a base on the energetic reality, onto the informational world. There is an information there that makes that our body looks like it looks. A tree is a tree, rock is a rock, the water is water. So there is an information. So often we live in this life as nothing has wisdom, nothing has information, knowledge, because we are so, let's say, based on our mind, on our thoughts, and we cannot acknowledge that. But if we see our bodies, they function in a amazing way, like just living, changing, processing food, sleeping, recovering. There's many things that we don't do as our thinking, as our mind. Okay, so what we do is start to unlock this natural wisdom that we have. Okay, so we can also allow our bodies to guide more us and not to be only based on our minds. Okay, so we need also to, if we want to change in our lives to get greater, we need to also allow our bodies to step up, to also get greater. Okay, that's also what we do with the energy work. So we make our bodies evolve. So we can also be a different energy in this life. Is there a question there, Claire? Mhm. Yes, I can. Wow. Every year. She's saying that someone every time before the New Year's Eve falls down on the stairs. And I say, wow, every year. So it's interesting. We can have like weird things in our lives, right? So first of all, we have to have let's say a lot of caring for ourselves. You know that whatever it's created in our lives, even if it's a shit, we can embrace it. We can also care for us, you know, like, okay, this is happening. I don't know what is it. Let's go and change it. But a way of changing it's also to start to to receive also the limitation, the stupidity that is in our lives. Okay. So yeah, you can look at that. You can look also what is that, what is related with this New Year's, uh, thing. Also, there's a lot of energies when there is a new year in any calendar. Let's say in the Western calendar, also we struggle a lot. Not we struggle, but sometimes energies are moving. So also normally these calendars are also connected to some astrological information. Not to make it relevant, but as you know, there is energies that affects us. So it's also to see, not to make it important that these energies are powerful, but to see where we are. Okay, we are in a reality that is based on also all these, let's say, energies from outside that are polarizing us. Okay, so the purpose of the astrology is also to create this polarization on us. Okay, it creates a polarity where it makes us feel emotions, feel weird, feel like shit, then feel happy. So it's part of the game. Okay, it's not the reason or the base of anything. The base of anything, it's you, it's the being. Okay, the rest is part of this game. Okay, so that's the most important thing. That besides anything that is outside, what matters, what is going to drive, what is going to take something, get something from this life, create something with this life is you. Okay, who cares if it's sunny or it's raining if you are not there? If it's sunny or it's raining, it's relevant if you are there, right? So whatever it's happening in this reality, as astrology effects of energy or whatever reality is happening, it's about you also, about what you are being here, what you are able to experience here, what you are able to get from this, what you are able to impact on this reality. Okay, so it's important to understand. Yeah. Oh, Claire says that the person answered that she doesn't want to do the house cleaning. Okay, so you already know. So yeah, you can make it done for another person. I don't like cleaning neither. I like cooking. I like a lot creating things like brico, like with my hands. I do very good things, but I don't like cleaning. So I don't clean much. I clean only little. And then of course I'm asking for having this in my life. I'm not so much I'm at my home. So that's why I don't clean so much because I'm not there. I'm almost all time traveling. But when I will be there more or something, I will find a way that someone can do it for me also if I don't like it. So we have to see these things, right? What we are we have to be honest. You know, it's about being honest, because if you are honest, you can see that you don't like cleaning. You know, for example, my mom, when she comes at my home, is like, oh my God, you do everything but cleaning. You don't take care of the cleaning. And sometimes she comes and she cleans because, like, come on, this looks like horrible. I don't care much because it's a house in the mountain, you know, so it's like there's dust everywhere. So it's not like have an excuse. I don't need to clean so much because there's dust everywhere. So it's like outside is all like you know, dusty, and there's nature. So the house also is very natural. It's made by stones. The floor is also made by these, you know, um, clay tiles, antique, you know. So it's all having a um, natural sense, right? So I have an excuse. But anyway, what I was saying is that it's important to be honest, so you can see what you can do in this life. Okay, what you are willing to do. Also, what is your, you know, what is where you can put your energy. Okay, for example, if you don't like cleaning and then you hate it, and then you are putting your energy there, and this is not nice for you, you could be putting the energy somewhere else that would make, for example, more money for you or more ease for paying someone for doing this, right? So it's important to be honest with yourself, to see what you're looking for. I don't know if you were in the last session, we talked about that in the unlocking your life projects, because there was an exercise about that, about seeing what you create, what you want to create, right? That's also a way, like having this space of conversation with yourself. It's a way where you can also see what you can create. Okay. Again, if we are disconnected from ourselves, if we are only listening our minds, like what I have to do, what I should do, what is good, what is terrible, that I have to do it, but this life, this reality tells me that I have to do it, even if I don't like it. Okay, so we have to get to this space of connection with ourselves. Okay, we have to see that the guidance here in our life, it's ourselves. We are the guides, you know. So it's like, okay, you can have people that helps you. We get inspired with each other, with different people that are showing us different possibilities and showing us information, ways to do the things, etc. But the biggest guide you have is yourself. Okay, it's like, it's not a god, it's not an entity, is not a person for this planet that is very good. It's you. You are the only person that will know if you have to eat something or not eat something, or you have to visit some place in the planet or do something different. This only you can know it. Okay, so this is also very important. So we have to increase this connection with ourselves, you know, not by thinking, not with the thinking that you are thinking what you are doing in your life, if it's good or not. Because when you connect with yourself, you will start to do things that maybe you never did. But that things are the things that your being wants to bring into this reality. Okay, what if you are living this life, you are leading the life as a being? Okay. The part of the game here is that you don't remember everything. You cannot remember exactly the the greatness of you. That's part of this game. So, but we can find more and more this greatness. Okay, let's say we are in a game where we don't have access to all our capacities, but someone is saying that is what I want. Yeah, that's what we are looking for, because we know we have a capacity on that. We have, let's say, something to do with this, right? Otherwise, we would not be looking for more. There is different purposes. There is people in this planet that they don't need to get to more consciousness, let's say, in, you know, in this active way that like we are doing. So some people they're just experiencing, some people they are just doing different things. So it's also important not to compare us with other people because we have different lives. Okay. That's why sometimes people around you, like in your family, they look very different. And you're like, why are not they listening to me? Why are they not taking this new information that could make their life easier? It doesn't matter. Everyone has different lives, okay? Different stories. Okay, another question from Claire. Go on. Relevant messages, sorry, she said. And why? And she wants to escape that relevant messages. She said, sorry, I will just share to the people because I don't hear you. So Karen is saying that since the last Pulse of Life session, the life unlocking the life projects, she's receiving relevant messages from other people from nature, and she's saying that is trying to escape that. I don't get exactly what she means. So you mean you're trying to escape information that is for you? Okay, and why? She's saying that yes, that these messages are for her, like messages from the universe. Yeah, my question is like, why you want to escape them? It's like you don't like it. Okay, she says that she doesn't want to escape from it, but she's very excited. So yes, maybe because it's great, right? But that's the point. We are so used to live in a, let's say, into a limited reality that when we have something greater, we even have doubt about it. That's why I was saying you don't have to look at people around because what you have available for you, maybe it's only you. I mean, maybe no one else around you has these same possibilities. So that's why you have to really create a space of of connection with yourself, having this honesty with yourself, where you know what is true for you, what you're looking for. I know it's very simple and very obvious, but sometimes we are not creating our life this way. We put their family, their opinions, what is good in our family, whatever, in a relationship also. And at the end, who has the choice of everything, it's you. What happen if when your family dies, or what happen if someone dies, or something finish? If you look at the end of things, you can get rid of the stupidity. If you look at one day you will die, you can focus in what is really important for this life. I use that tool. That's one of my favorite tools. When I feel strange and like shit, that's like, okay, so now I can die. Because if I have to feel like this, I don't want to feel like this. I have to play these things, right? To change the reality. That doesn't make me wrong, that I'm wrong because I feel bad. No, I'm in a world where feeling bad, it's very easy. There's a lot of energies around that pulls us to to limitation. Okay, so it's easy to feel strange. And then I do that, okay, if this is my last day, what I want to do? And then immediately I have an answer, even if I feel very bad. It's like, oh shit, I would like to have a bit more of caring for myself. If today I'm dying and my body's paining or my life is intense, anyway, I want to be in peace. Or I want to be in peace with my family or with my friends or with this world. So you get the answers. Okay, so that's creating this connection with yourself. Okay, is there more questions? Yes, go on. Yeah. So she's asking that how to to be more in your reality and not to immediately get connected to other people's realities. So there's many things we can do, right? But as I was saying, it's important to start to create this space of you, this reality of you, you know. So sometimes you need to have your moments, you know. You need to find things that you like to do for you that you cannot do with other people. Sometimes yes. For example, imagine that for you it's good to dance, so you can dance, and that makes you connected with yourself. So you can choose that. You can go and dance. In my case, I like to, for example, go to be in nature, and I like to have space for me. I like to be alone also, and it's fine. I like to be also with nice people around me. If I'm with someone that is nice, beautiful for me, I can spend continuously a lot of time with that person or with these people. But I also require sometimes to be alone. And it's not wrong. At the beginning, I was judging it always a lot because I thought like, oh my God, I'm crazy. I'm saying no to people when they invite me to go for a meeting or something. So you have to find your way, your system. I don't tell you like, okay, do meditation, which is also a way, like meditation, relaxation, you know. But that's what I mean. It can be in many ways, this thing, you know, that you find your way of connecting. You can do it in many ways, you know. Some people do it when you go to a shower, to have a shower, for example. It's many ways. Before going to sleep, you have your time. When you wake up, you can have time for you. You can do many things there. You can have these conversations with yourself. Okay, so we need to kind of create like a conscious conversations with ourselves, not just like the mind talking, but also to practice. That's why I show you this exercise where you write, you ask yourself something and you write down what is there. Okay, so you can do it in many ways. There's another question. Now, continuously, right? Yeah, she's saying that one person just wants to lie down all the time. Um, yeah, I understand. So yeah, you have to see if this is something that is you feel good about it or not. If you feel good, it's fine. Your body is also indicating you what works. But I guess if you say this here, it's because you are doing it more than what you maybe need, right? Maybe you are doing more this than what your body really requires. So it's also depending how we are, excited about our lives, we can also create whatever, this need of, for example, lying down a lot or eating a lot or doing anything that makes us feel good, let's say. But what we have to look is what we are really looking for in this life. What you want, what you would like to have as a life. I mean, I'm also very lazy, not as lying down, but I can be also very lazy on doing things. And I'm observing all these for many years. I'm exploring these. I'm looking for, for all these thing in my world, and it's getting always better and better. First, from allowing when I don't want to do anything, and then also then seeing all this what is behind, seeing that okay, many times I can be also lazy or not excited because I'm not in the right energy of creation, in the right source. I used to be very upset of this world, very, fighting and rejecting this world because I didn't had my space. I didn't have this connection with myself. So then sometimes we are in fight, we are fighting life. That's why we create also shit sometimes because we are not aligned to our energy, to our being. That's why in Pulse of Life I talk a lot about that. It's the way I'm finding for my life to feel greater and to create greater. That is aligning my being, my body, and my life. That's what I do when I work with the tools, also energetically. But also it's a knowledge, it's an information that I get every time I work with these tools. Because you, the being, you have the information. You are the guide, right? Then we have the body to experience in this reality. And then we have the life, which is this open source for many different possible uh, successes. No, how do you say it in English? Yeah, events, possibilities, things that can be a reality. So life has already this immense space for different versions of you. So what we are looking with this, what I'm looking with Pulse of Life, is to connect you with your greater also always version, your greater version of you. Okay, so that you can create these events in your life, these experiences that are the greatest. Okay, we can of course always choose the the most limited versions or experiences, and maybe we did already. That's how we learn also that then, okay, but we can change this. We are creators. I'm creator of my life. So, and then what you realize is that your life is willing to give you this greatest version of you. More questions? How is it, guys? I know we are not talking so much about the body, but everything is connected. Maybe yes, maybe that's why we are talking all these things, because it's connected to this receiving the wisdom of the body. Yeah, go on. Okay, thank you. I will say it again because you don't hear it. That one I could read it, Claire. It's in English. But thank you for telling me. Thank you very much. Anyway, so it's saying, when I realized that I was separated from myself, I became very angry with myself. It wasn't until recently that I realized how important it is to be connected to myself. Yes. Thank you for sharing this. Okay. So yeah, it's what if that's the key, you know? The thing is that if you are not connected to yourself, you're allowing things from outside, like all these things that we were saying, you know, like these other people's realities. I'm very sensitive. Maybe that's why I'm learning to become very connected to myself, because if I'm not, I'm aware of all people's realities. What I can feel what people feel very easily. I can feel a lot of energies. So I have to be sharp. I'm sharp. I'm very sharp, but I have to become a master. If I'm not a master, I'm dying. I died many times. If I don't, if I'm not in my energy, I die easily because it's like a hell. That's also not only for me. It happened to many people, right? It's we we see what is a hell, and then we see if we want to have that or not. So that's the power where you can see that you can create something different. You see what is hell in this life, which is part of it, and then you say, okay, do I want to stay in the hell or I want to stay in the paradise? That's part of this game, to see what we want to do. For me, I already had enough in the hell, so I know what is it. I know it can show up sometimes, but I have always the trust that it's going to be temporary, and that it's just something that shows up. And it's always anything that shows up in my life, it's always only with one purpose, that is greatness, the greatness of life, the greatness of my being. So I trust on that. And I always then look for, okay, what is new? What is the gift of this situation? Okay. And I see, when I feel bad, I see it not as I got bad. It's like, wow, I'm getting so good that now I'm going through this because I'm strong enough to go through this. And I needed to go through this to get more clear with myself. So everything is a gift. And then when we don't get it, because we don't get it mentally, we can only have fun with it, you know, like, okay, yeah, how stupid is life? How interesting is this life that my body is painting, or this is getting created in my body? You know, not as a judgment that you are creating something. You can see it in many ways when something is showing up on your body. Okay, many times things shows up in your body when you already changed something. So you are just going through an adjustment. But without perspective, we see our bodies when they are sick as they are wrong, and then that we did something bad, and we even see it as a, oh, we are involving, you know, like, how is that I'm so good and I get sick? How is my body weak if I'm doing so good? I'm eating all the healthy things and taking all the supplements and doing everything, and my body gets sick. No, this is not a good way of seeing. Doesn't help you. Doesn't help to see the potency, the wisdom of your body. You have to see that your body is a wise creation. So if we can have that more, we can become stronger with our bodies, but also become stronger in this life. We need this body to create this life, right? So, okay, let's have more. Let's unlock more of this natural wisdom. Is there any more questions? Okay, looks like we talk a lot. We talk a lot. And I can see some wisdom is coming out. Right? Some of you are in this space now of relaxation, of curiosity. So we have to be in that space of an unknown. More than unknown, undefinable. Because with our, let's say, limited mind, we cannot define all this greatness of the being, of the life. So we have to be in this curiosity. Like, hey, what is the true? What am I looking for? What I would like to create. We did also this exercise there with the projects, because we have to connect with that, with this, okay, what is my intention here? What is my purpose? My purposes, what is what I like? Okay, and it can be very different for you than the people that is around you, okay? Yes, a question, go on. Yes, I see. Yes, yes. Claire is saying, I will say no. She's translating, so I'm waiting. So Claire is asking me if I can talk more about that, about the new year and all this zodiacal and astrological thing that now it's a new year, Chinese New Year. And yeah, also in different cultures there is different calendars. And if I can talk more about that. So it's interesting. So the thing it's like, for me at least, how I see it is like I never liked this shit. I mean, this thing of like it's a new year, and then I was a kid and everyone was celebrating. It's like, what the fuck are you celebrating? I was always not understanding, and I'm happy that I the way I am because I'm aware of something. I was aware of like first there is a lack of information. We celebrate things in this life, and we don't know what we are doing. Or now it's something, like and everyone is celebrating, and we don't know even what we are doing. And of course, okay, astrology exists, right? I mean, this what the these planets, constellations, whatever it is, it's making an effect on our energy. That's true. That we can see it, right? We can experience it. But then the thing is like, okay, we don't know how to use that, or we cannot always use that in a very creative way. I like to receive information about this. I'm not so good on that because I find it too complicated to, let's say, understand how everything of these functions. There's people that have more ease with this. I'm not so good on that. I I have more ease with things that are a bit more simple. That doesn't depend on so much different elements. I can believe on this, let's say, main element that is the being and the capacities that we have, regardless how different we are. But so then let's say that again. So these things has an effect, but then it's also what you can do with this. I don't think it's a very important to use this, to like, okay, now it's starting the new year, so I have to focus into that, into whatever, into see what I want for this year and stuff. It's good, but yeah, like who cares if you do it now or you do it in 2 months? That's why I say like creating a connection with you, it's something that you can do every day. And not when they tell you, no, now it's the end of the year and the beginning of the year. Yeah, in China, but then in a Western calendar was 2 months ago, right? Well, 1 month ago. And so it's like in different cultures, there's different calendars around all the year. So is something of that the real truth, or like it's just like how people found that, okay, we see a cycle here and we do this end of the cycle and beginning of the cycle here, which again, okay, it matches astrology, but yeah, I mean, for me, what I see is like this is something that is influencing us, but we as a beings, we are something greater than this. So I see this as an information that we can consider, we can listen to it, we can use it, but also we have to listen to ourselves. That will be the biggest guide, to listen to our being. For me, with this work and this what I'm doing with the Pulse of Life, I'm choosing that. I'm creating this where I can connect with my higher, let's say, consciousness, with my being. I'm bringing all this from my highest space of the being. I want to live from there. I need to bring that into this reality for me and for the world. If I'm not doing that, I'm I'm not being. I'm in a space of no being. I'm against my nature. Other question? Go on. Some other being, sorry. You said, okay. Yeah. So yeah, if you are bored, I don't know if you were in the last session, we were talking exactly about this. Sorry, I will tell what you said because they don't hear it. So the person asked that sometimes this person is getting bored and doesn't know what she wants to do, or he. And yeah, that also she got like beings shifting her body, like walkings, I guess. But yeah, basically that she doesn't know what she wants. And I was asking if you, that's exactly what we did in the last session of unlocking your life projects. But basically is that you can start to live from your true being. This thing of the walkings, like okay, I think it's a bit far from our mind understanding, so we don't understand much. At the end, there is a being here. It's you. Doesn't matter if you had walkings, whatever. Don't make it relevant, because with our mind we cannot understand. We cannot understand how this game works much. About other lifetimes, all this, we can have an idea. But for me, always when they tell me about these things, about the walkings, about the other lifetimes, I always been like, okay, I don't have the whole picture of this. This information is not complete. So I'm starting to get more clarity that it goes beyond this. It goes beyond the fact that what you do in other lifetimes and stuff. We try to see it with our minds as a linear thing. And what you can see when you get out of this reality, the things are not linear. There's no time. So then don't be so busy with other lifetimes and with other beings or walkings. You are the being, and you are here. And you are creating this life. This is the potency, this is the power where you will kick out of you all the shit. Yeah? That's the purpose of your life, that you can be present and have fun. So all the rest is just nothing. So when you are aligned to this, to your energy, you don't get bored. You are bored because you are not being you. You are not aligned to what you are, what you can do. So you have to do this exercise, to ask yourself these questions of what you are looking for, what would you like. And if you don't know it, you have to keep going. Okay, in my case, I didn't know anything. I was so lost. It's a whole process. All what I'm sharing now with the Pulse of Life, it's something that it's been happening in my world for a few years, and I wasn't able to give a space for it, to share it with people. I was not able to do anything with it than just like, okay, this is happening on me. I'm receiving information. I'm able to use it with myself. At the same time, I wanted to create my thing, but it took me a whole process to be able to acknowledge this, to honor it, and still I'm in this process. We are so used to learn things from the other people. When we went to school, they teach us a lot of things that has nothing to do with life. So that's how your brain is functioning, like thinking a lot of things that has nothing to do with life, with you. It's made on purpose. School was created the origin of a school was to have a military training for the kids, for the males, especially at the beginning. Then they converted into education. You get educated into something that you don't really need, you would not do. Nobody shows in the school how to live, how to how to know about yourself. That's why you are lost, because you've been investing so many years into do something that is not being present in your life. So now you have to do it for yourself. it's the time to do it. They gave you that, you were a kid, you could not have, let's say, much choice because they obliged you. Nobody told you, like, when you were 3 or 4, do you want to go to school or what do you like to do? We have these options. We could be like this, we could live that way. No, they say that's the school, that's the way it is, right? And then when you have whatever, 16, 18 or 20 years, you have to choose to study something else or to start to work, but you have only these choices. And then meanwhile, during these years, you bought all these fixed ideas of that you have to create a family, you have to whatever. It's just like a way of seeing life that maybe it's not what you like. I've been struggling with this because I never liked all these things. I was fighting in the school. I was getting punished every day almost for being in the school and not following and fighting and making a mess in the class. And I had a big problem with this because I was not happy with this. And when I was 20, I was so unhappy with life that I got to this limit of unhappiness or not understanding what is the purpose of life. Then my head exploded. And then I opened to listen to my being because I was so lost. And then I still got bored sometimes because, of course, there's so much distraction. It takes also time well, it can take all your life, right? To clear all this shit. But for sure, we get better and better, right? I mean, we can get to this space, as I say, that even if things doesn't show up good in my life or I don't feel good, I have a trust. And I have a knowing of what I'm doing. And I know what I have to do more and more. And it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it's difficult. You have no reasons. It's very easy to choose to not do. For example, with this pulse of life, I've been also kind of resisting it to put it there out there. I've been judging it as like, no, it's too simple. These tools doesn't make sense. This can everyone do it? And then my friend is telling, I was telling this and like, hey, are you kidding? Like for you it's easy, but for other people it's such a contribution. I'm grateful for that. What he said me. Is there another question? Yeah, so you are in hell. Sorry, she said that someone is saying that he's totally bored and lost and doesn't know why he's in this reality. Especially if you live in China. I'm joking, but it's also true that can be intense. Not only in China, sorry. I'm from Spain, and I believe me, I struggled. But what I mean is like, what they do is they create such a sheet of reality, so they can take your energy. So you are giving your energy to the sheet. That's how they use the electromagnetism. That's how they use the astrology. All the energies are being used for taking your energy out, sucking your energy. But when you connect with your being, you become this source, and you are an infinite source. So nobody can take your energy. You become immune. So now you are, let's say, in hell. So you learn from this. You have to remember who you are. You learn that you are not this shit. You are feeling like shit, but you have a chance to give to this world, to this person that you are, the gift of being you, of being greater. That's part of the purpose of your life, that you can bring to this world greatness. And many of us, we chose that. Yeah, it feels like shit, like, oh, why am I in this hell? I would love to be in paradise. Yeah, but if you're going to die now, I find out that if I'm going to die and I don't do this, I don't create the paradise here, okay, nothing of this makes sense. I wanted to die also. I got to this point many times. That's why I'm telling you, you can learn from this. It's an opportunity when you feel like this to, okay, you can die. Do you think you will feel great about that? Do you think that's the end of the story? That's how you want to end this story? Normally not, because you can see that you are not doing what you can do. You didn't do what you wanted to do. You're not going to solve anything if you die. All this that you wanted to do will be pending. Still. So you have to reincarnate, re-embody again. Embody again and do the same shit. Probably. It's like everything that is showing up in your life, you are able to handle it. Even it's you are creating this. You as a being, you want to prove this. You want to prove you are strong. That's the reason you are here. You want to face this. You want to go through this. You want to show in this limited world what is the greatness of life, of being. Okay, so you have to have that clear. You have to see that around you there is all these energies, all these things trying to keep you down. It's not you. Like you are in this challenging, you know, reality, challenging experience. But you are great. You can do it. I did it. I was miserable. I was powerless. I was having zero confidence. I wanted to die. But again, it's like, okay, what do? I die? This will solve anything? No. So let's see what can I do. More questions? Oh, we are already 1 hour here. We got to interesting conversations. Oh, so guys, if you want more, join tomorrow the class. As I said, it's going to be the same hour. You can still join, sign up. Contact us if you are in China or Taiwan through Karen or Claire. If you are in Europe or in other places, also you can write me or any contact link that you found and you can register. It's a 70 euros price for this event. As I said, I'm going to show you some practical tools to get more connection with your body. And then I'm going to work on you energetically also to increase this connection and to allow all this wisdom, all this information that is available through your body to be in your life so you can use it and you can create greater and shine more. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you, translators. Thank you, all of you. It's been so nice. And you could see we could go more and more further, but yeah, for today it's enough. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Say bye.
拜
Bye.
拜，谢谢 Claire，谢谢大家，
谢谢. How do you say bye
拜拜，
in Chinese?
拜拜，再见，拜拜，
You don't say in Chinese?
拜拜，We say
Only
拜
bye bye.
拜。
Okay. 谢谢, bye bye.